And welcome back, everyone. I upgraded everything and I'm ready to go. Here's a cutscene. Not much has changed. I love this part. The eagles in this are just so badass. Alright, I'll show you some of the moves I got. Boom! That's that force wave. And shockwave. You can increase your abilities later. As I say, you can put extra points on some of them. And shockwave. So for like Tempest, that force in front of me, I can put extra points on that, and then sometimes you'll find other... There we go. And we're going to save him real quick. Yeah, you can make your attack stronger and stuff. And of course, depending on what kind of attack it is, if it's an attack with your weapon, you're going to want extra strength. And if it's a magic attack like that, you're going to want... Come on, die. Die. Ah. Yeah, double team. Get away from him. Yeah, so if they're magic attacks like that, you're gonna want more will, which is the thing you get for your power. And pop. Bam! Got heal again. It's so funny, these guys are so easy to take down, but they actually pack quite a bit of a punch. Especially since there's so many of them getting hit over and over and over again. It does a lot of damage over time. Heal and pop! I like that when they're already weakened, that sometimes they explode. Get away from me. Yeah. I like it better when I cut off their heads. You might hear me say, like, occasionally, like, fluff or snap my fingers or something, because I just got a new bookshelf. My cat is all over it. I think, yep, cutscene. Oh, this part's so cool. Now, you might not be able to play as the eagle, but throughout the game you should, like, there's certain points of the game you can and cannot use it, but you'll find great feathers that you can actually summon the eagle in. And I'd usually use it on like a tougher opponent, like a giant troll or Urukai or something that has a lot of armor. And I'm just going to click A, but I'm going to go nice and slow so you can hear what they have to say. But yeah, you can summon the Great Eagle to attack certain enemies. And if it goes against a troll and you immediately use the eagle on the troll, it won't kill him. But if you beat the crap out of the troll first, then use the eagle, it'll kill him. And like most of the time, if it's something like Urukai or Orc, Great Captain, something like that, it'll pretty much kill them right away.
Then I am indebted to
And if maybe you have a lot of feathers and you're not using them, or you just don't want to use them, then you can sell them for, I think it's about 50 silver a piece. And I think that's about the same amount as if you sell potions, but I think if you buy potions, it's 200. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
What did you say?
I haven't played this in a while.
Goblins and other foul folk are working within the ruins. appear to be preparing for war, building siege engines and stockpiling arms.
So yeah, I don't know how much you guys have been paying attention to the story, but so far, Agendour and his guys, they attacked
Heavily armored.
a ranger outpost that we were stationed at, and we went to look for help with
He had an aura of menace, like one tainted
Aragorn, who tells us about the ring
Be Agendour.
and Frodo and everything. So to let Frodo and the Fellowship through, we came here as a distraction to distract Agendour and his men.
I will
And then we happened to come across Barithor, or Bellerom, different game, Bellerom here.
in a wall. They
And,
the ability to fly.
You know, he gives us a little extra info about the area and why he's there and stuff, so that we get to work side by side with him.
Beyond those doors, you will find a passage and stairs leading up.
And pretty much every
Those
time
machines are certain to be well guarded.
we finish a mission or come across some new person, there's gonna be some kind of new mission, and there's different reasons behind things. Most of the time, we're just pretty much chasing Agendour,
Very well.
because it's so funny, like thinking, yep, friend of Eagles, and a golden chest over there, which usually, oh, look at that, Western East artifact. That's why I want to break all the boxes as possible, because I think you have to do it 3 times. You find 3 artifacts, and then you bring that to a mastersmith. Now that's either an elven smith at Rivendell or Imladris, or the dwarven city that we'll come across later. And it's up to you which smith you want to bring those to, but they'll build you something, and it's a choice gift. I think if you bring it to the elf, it's either a staff or a one-handed sword, which was really great when I played with people like Blockair and Matt, because they were using two-handed weaponry and it was useless to them. So I was able to use my gift to get the staff, and then I was able to, or no, maybe. So with Matt, I was the elf, and I got the staff for myself, and he gave me a sword, and then he just stuck with two-handed weaponry. And then with Blockair, he was the one using two-handed sword, so he got 2 different swords, or not different, the same sword twice, which he, that was good for him. And then I was using the dwarf, so I was using two-handed weaponry. And if you play as the dwarf, it's probably better if you use two-handed weaponry, because it'll be a lot stronger. But if you do go two-handed, you can't get 2 swords or 2 axes. It has to be some kind of sword or axe and a shield, which can be good for your armor, but you'll do a lot less damage. And that's about it on that. Oh, yeah, this is a point in the game where you can buy and sell stuff, or you can actually return to the city you came from, because maybe like you damage your equipment too much and you have to get it repaired by a smith, or maybe if you do that, it'll save the game. There's no save points, it's an automatic save, which I know a lot of people like. I despise that in games, because I like to know exactly where the game saved. Could you imagine if you were playing like Pokemon Red and Blue back in the 90s, and the game saves at random points? So when your mom's like, hey, we're going to the store, turn your fucking game off. And then you're like, I can't, I don't know if it saved. That's kind of fucking annoying, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not going to return to Bree yet. It is a good idea to do that in your mission like a few times. Maybe not at the first sell point, sometimes the second. Maybe it's the first one if you didn't do something right. But it's a good way to keep your inventory clear of extra junk that you don't want to keep on you, and you get extra coin for it, so you can get new stuff, new potions, and of course keep your equipment repaired. You really need to, because nothing's worse than when you have a really good piece of equipment, like let's say for me it's a staff. If you have a staff and it's really powerful, like 200, like a 200 attack, and it's almost about to break, and you have to switch to a different staff so you don't break, because if you break it, it's gone. But you switch to a different staff, but you switch from a 200 power to like what I'm currently carrying of a 30 power, and then you're like, damn it. So return to the city when you can and keep your shit repaired. But as I said, like for this part, it's not really necessary. I haven't really done a lot, but I will go at like the second sell point, and I'll probably tell you more on that and like show you that side mission. But for now, I'm going to cut and sell and stuff. Okay, so see you in a sec. Yeah, sometimes cutscenes like that, they're really short and it just shows you where you are. This shout out goes out to Brown. Oh, yeah, look at that. Got another artifact. I think I need one more. This shout out goes out to Brown. Sometimes the computers get in your way like this, and then just you tap B and you'll do like a little tuck and roll and you actually go right through them or past them or something. And this is where the game gets a little different. I wouldn't say hard, or, well, I should say level gets different. Now, if you play on a higher difficulty, magic users like that, he's like a sorcerer. And eat it! Yeah. Come on. Yeah, like, so you gotta take down the magic users. If you see stuff like that, it can blow up, so just shoot it. Oh, and shoot it. Yay! So the point of this is, oh, scroll. That's another side mission. I think it's Elrond that has to read that. I'm gonna turn the game down just a tad on my headphones. Sorry, I'm in your way. Cause I feel like I'm screaming into the freaking microphone because the game's a little loud.
Look out below! There's one more machine that still needs to go.
Oh, you dick. See? That's what I'm talking about with the critical kills. That I try to get it, but he just like pushed him. Whoop! Ha! Haha! Boop! Yeah, sometimes the combos are a little weird. Most of the time, I just stick with quick. But when they start blocking, you have to either use a special move or you have to use a power attack because quick attacks won't get through their block. Alright. Get rid of this last one. Now, although I feel like we could just use these for now, there are certain points in the game you'll come across these, and they're not just regular giant crossbows. They're like cannons. And it basically goes back to what's his name? Is it Farron? Is it Farron? The dwarf. I can't remember his fucking name right now, but that power attack he has, or that you can get later, where it's basically a grenade launcher, it just explodes. It's like that. It's really violently cool and stuff. It's great in certain parts of the game where you have to go against trolls and whatnot. Alright, so this is the first point I get to use a Great Eagle. Now I'm going to aim for the magic user. It takes him right out. And pop goes the weasel. Yeah. Can't use that yet. Bam, there we go. Oh, you dick. He shot him. I see, that's what I freaking hate. Is I'm about to get a critical and then someone just shoots them in like the fucking knee. So not only not as cool, but also there's no points that come out of it. Bam. Bam. And critical kill. So this pretty much clears out this area. We'll loot, and then we're gonna continue on. And we're back. And here's the Great Eagle. He's gonna thank us for what we did. Like, I mean, there's not much we can do. I don't know why it doesn't just cut straight to talking, because you pretty much have to walk up to him for this.
Well done. I am free to fly unhindered, but there are others fighting in the city. They may need our help.
Could it be Elrond's?
Yeah, I think you only actually fight side by side with them like once. Most of the time, it's stuff like we get separated and crap. It's kind of annoying. And they're even not that great at fighters. Like I know, like story wise, they're like slaughtering everything, but when it actually comes down to gameplay, like they'll struggle to kill one dude for like a good 5 minutes while I slaughter everything else.
Against our foes. Call on me when the need is great.
Will do.
The very thing I need.
And there they are right now.
Look there. It's Ellen. Let me gather.
I forgot. Yeah, like sometimes like they'll be saying something and you can like cut them off real quick. In that case, like she was saying, "Hey, look, there they are," and then I cut her off. And I can I shoot you? Alright, barely got you. Aim up there. That's how you take out that. Boom. Bang. Yeah, boy. Alright, ambush. There we go. Pop. Pop. Oh yeah, another thing, if you get a critical kill, sever, whatever, it actually increases the amount of damage you do, like each swing. So if you like quickly get a critical kill or something, yeah, he killed him. You can turn around and your quick attacks will no longer really be blockable. I think depending on the person you're attacking, it can become blockable. Now we're supposed to go that way, but this is a so-called quote-unquote secret to come this way. I still need one more Western East artifact, and you pretty much only find them in like these first two levels. Most of the time, just the first level. Ooh, that's so creepy. I don't think I've ever noticed that growling before. So here's a point. We can get up there and take his crossbow and watch. You'll see it explode. Oh, I guess not. It went behind me. Yeah, those explode. So very powerful. It's really good to get them off. Get them off the crossbow and take it for yourself. I'm gonna take these guys out first, just because they're in your face. Also, I'm sure not a lot of people want to, unless you want the challenge or you're trying to get all the what do you call it, Xbox achievements or whatever they might call them on a PlayStation, if this is even sold on PlayStation. You can play through this on like each difficulty. Easy isn't actually like too much easier. Like easy and normal are borderline the same thing, and for what you find for equipment are actually the same thing. So if you play easy and then normal, you're not going to really see much of a difference in what you earn, get from certain missions, or enemy fire or anything like that. But you will see a difference in enemies for a little while because you get really strong. If you go through on easy, there's only a slight difference in what you would have leveled, like maybe like somewhere between 2 and 5 levels. So then normal becomes like insanely easy because you're just overpowered from before. But once you go to hard, or in this game it's I think it's heroic. Yeah. See, look at this. Oh, come on. I can't quite reach him. Alright. And then the Rangers fighting those guys over there. Look at that. They just blow up. I love it. And there will be certain points in the game where you pretty much have to have someone on this. If you're going to play single player, you kind of have to watch your back at times. But if you're playing with 2 or 3 players, have someone like on the mount, and then have someone behind them just in case someone comes up from behind you. Because if you get hit while you're on the mounted crossbow, your character automatically lets go of it. So if like you're fighting a troll or a whole army of dudes, you don't really want to let go of this. You really want to power through it. But back to what I was saying about the difficulties. Once you go to hard, or in this case heroic, you'll come across certain characters that can take out like half your health in one hit in this difficulty. And then if you play it on heroic or legendary, it's a one-hit kill. So it makes the game a lot harder. And also to compensate for the difficulty and the level difference, since you have to play through normal to unlock hard, play through hard to unlock very hard. What you get from mission completes and from the, what do you call them, stores and stuff, your weapons and equipment will be like so much stronger, like a good 10 times stronger. Like if you go to hard right after, oh, this is another wall that the dwarf can break that I can't see.
The very thing I need.
If you go to very hard, you go to the store right away, you might find something that'll say something like you're like at level 20 and it says you have to be at level 30 to use this piece of equipment. And it like you're using a weapon that's like 200 power, and the weapon you're looking at for level 30 is like 1,000 power. It's a big difference. So the story will remain the same, but the difficulty will definitely vary, and you can get achievements for doing that. And of course, if you love the game as much as I do, then it's worth a second playthrough. Yeah. See, these are the exact same thing. The only difference right now is durability. That's because I've been wearing this one for a while. So I just switched to the other one, so there's just a little extra durability. There you go with that. And there's different things that can affect what you might choose. In this case, it's literally just armor, and I can't think of something, but like this, it also has extra dexterity and power. So if like I had another pair of gloves that was 16 armor and that's it, I'd want this because it gives me extra perks. Also, another thing that can play into is durability. That's all I have to say about that. And here's our first little mini boss, our very first troll. Yeah, for the most part, you're gonna want to stay away from him. Try to use your ranged attacks, and if he goes after you, just like dodge him, run. Usually like the tuck and roll attack, move, not attack. Oh, there we go. And ah, you dick, you stole it. Yeah, like it's not gonna be a kill or sever, but you get the little triangle over their heads. It gives you a powerful hit against them. And if you play as the dwarf or ranger and run out of arrows, or if I run out of power and power potions, and you can't do a ranged attack anymore, just try to like run around him and shoot and like attack him with your melee attack as much as you can. And this is a good point for where teamwork comes in handy, and how you can tell the computers don't really do a lot. And I'm just rapidly attacking him, while they're just like getting in very few swings and just getting hit in the face with this giant fucking hammer. Okay, there we go. I don't think I showed you earlier. It might show it here. Will it? No. I'll get to that later. And here we go. The elf twins.
Besting a troll in combat. That is no small feat, friends.
Thanks. It was mostly me.
It would appear that we are on the same side.
It's so cool too, because like their armor and their weaponry, especially if you've ever played anything like Third Age, that's really good armor and weaponry. When Lauren and I played, the first time we tried playing, it was on her original save file, so she was like a level 10 to 15. I was like, I start off level 1, no armor, no weapons, and I'm just constantly dying. So when like it goes to that exit, it shows that I'm using like 20 potions. She's using 2. She revived me like 9 times. I died like 9 times. So
Is that
yeah.
you?
Well met, my
So yeah, for most of these, you can choose what you want to say, but for the most part, it's going to say the same stuff. So you might as well just go with the first one, unless you really want to like see what else they have to say. The only times things are different when you talk to a character in the game is outside of a mission. Like if you're at Rivendell, Bree,
Skilled and courageous.
whatever, you can ask them different things.
Breed the great eagle.
But for the most part, you can just hit A. And if either you don't care about the story,
That was well done.
or you've already seen the story and you're just going through, if it's an actual cutscene, like when the eagle was freed, you can hit the start button and hit skip,
Force gathered here.
depending on how long it is. Like sometimes, like when you saw, we went for like those. Oh crap! I hit A too early. For the big bow and arrows that we had to throw off the side,
Send you.
that cutscene was only like 2 seconds, so it wouldn't really matter if you hit skip or not. But sometimes, like someone's gonna sit there and talk for like a good 10 minutes, it might be a good idea to hit skip. Yet again, if you don't want to know the story, you've already heard it, whatever. And then in cases like this, you can't skip it, but you can rapidly hit A until they shut up, and you can move on.
We can do more than distract him. Let us cut the head from this serpent of Sauron.
Okay.
Agreed. But first,
And you can barely see her crown there.
He is
It's so funny too when you get like this hood that clearly has armor on it,
make our way there.
and then you get that crown that I'm wearing, and only the crown will have more armor, and yet the hood is covering more of my head. It's kind of funny that way.
We are separated. Press on toward the citadel. There we will regroup for our...
It's so funny too because like I'm sure experienced game players would tell you that as soon as they said, "Hey, if we get separated," it's pretty much a guarantee that you're gonna get separated. And although they say follow us, you don't really need to, but I'm going to break this box real quick. And once I take out the guy on the crossbow, it's not that big of an ambush. Oh, I got hit. So, I'm going to go through this wall here. And this is what I'm talking about, is like, because they're computers and I'm not going to care if they die or not. And of course, in this case, it's not that big of a deal of a battle. I just grab what I need to, keep moving. Then we just gotta wait for the guys to come over there. There he is.
what I needed.
That's another reason why I do that rapid fire shot, so I can get them to get to that point a little quicker. Get that critical hit, and boom. Yeah, just killing guys left and right.
I must wait.
I think they're stuck on like one dude. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys fighting a small group. And look at that, I just killed 2 dudes with 1 hit. Granted, they weakened them, but still.
The ruins are a maze of streets.
And they're going to talk for a bit. I'm just going to look around and see if I missed anything. Nope. So, for whatever reason, they're taking off. Hey, I want to go too. It won't let me. But this is about to be an ambush. This is what I'm talking about, that if you are playing with 2 or 3 players, get someone on the turret and get someone behind you, because they will appear behind you. I'm just going to shoot this, because I'll forget.
There, at the far end of this passage.
And then you got your archers up here. You got a bunch of dudes down here that basically just leave this to whoever's on the mounted crossbow. Just let them just destroy everyone down here. If you want to be helpful, stay behind them and kill anyone that tries to get through. That way they don't fall off the crossbow. Maybe take out the archers for them, because you don't move this very fast. So sometimes if there's like a bunch of them and like you want to hit the archer real quick, you'll accidentally let someone through. But look at that, both of those dudes are ranging really far out there to attack the character, or all the enemies, not characters, that I'm killing. Pretty much just wasting their time and leaving me exposed. This is why I hate the computer, because it's fucking stupid. It leaves you really exposed. Also, if it's your first time playing through, again, I would suggest playing as the dwarf, because it'll give you your best shot possible. But if you want to play as someone else, go for it. You know, it's your playthrough. You do what you want. But the dwarf is the one who will find the mithril. You can actually, if you go through the mission that has the mithril, you can go through it and then go back to it. Like once you like switch out your character, like you have to pretty much turn off the game come back, and you can switch your character to the dwarf and come back to find the mithril, which I may or may not do later. I don't know. But also, I found that the dwarf is the best character to use during this like big siege later. Let me heal up. Is that everyone? Oh, come on. Alright. So, I found the dwarf is the best character to use during that fight. Mostly because it's one of those stupid things that almost every gamer in the world hates. The babysitting mission. Where you got like a character that's too stupid to defend themselves or run away. Or you have like something you have to protect from the enemies that are trying to break it. And pretty much like, it's like, hey, can you protect this idol for 2 minutes? Before like the army around you breaks it? And you know, if it's story based, like they're gonna break it right after that 2 minutes anyway. In this case, it's a door to the city. It's like a giant gate you're trying to keep them away from. The hardest part comes from these guys who we're about to face right there. They are suicide bombers. I think they call them sappers. Yeah, goblin sappers. If you play on easy, I think they would do like a third of your health damage. On normal, they do roughly half. I am saying roughly, I'm not entirely sure. All I know for certain is if you play on hard and very hard, if they hit you, you die. So get used to actually shooting them. Don't try, like, if you're going to play on easy or normal and you only play the one playthrough, go ahead and roll into them if, like, they're getting too far, but yeah, these guys, they'll attack the wall, the door of the city. I'm not sure. I think it would take one of them to get by on hard and very hard, and on easy and normal, I think it takes about like 5 of them. But like, there's a crap ton of them, so if you get hit, you take forever to get back up. It's annoying as shit to go through that level multiple times. Also, there's trolls that try to attack the main gate. So this is where the dwarf comes in handy because he has an attack or ability. It doesn't seem like it'd be helpful. Okay, so he just created a shield that means I can't shoot him from long distance, but I can summon the eagle.
They use dark magic to shield themselves.
I actually only learned that recently too. That's the sad part. I used to just do a suicide run up here and get hit like 100 times trying to take him out. There's gonna be another little ambush area. Like there's a lot of ambush areas in this first mission. Like it's kind of surprising how many ambush areas there are. Excuse me. You didn't kill him. But yeah, the dwarf has an ability that doesn't sound good right off the bat. It's where you lure in, like, all the enemies will go straight for you and attack you. That sounds pretty fucking awful, doesn't it? But when you're on that mission, oh well, I'm not supposed to go here. Let go. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, asshole. God damn. When you're trying to defend the door of the city, or maybe if you are playing with friends and you don't want, like, someone needs to heal, or they got downed and the other person's trying to heal them, you might want to get the enemies away from them to give you a chance to heal them. Die. Oh, come on. Yeah, pretty much right here, you're just really trying not to let them through. Mostly so they don't do that and fucking take you down. Because the computer won't give a shit about defending the guy on the turret, you know, keeping the mass army away. No, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go sit here and look at a wall. Yeah, so that ability for the dwarf, you know, God, come on. Guys, you need to defend me. Something's breaking. You can see that in the top left portion of the screen. It's a little anvil. It means one of the something I'm using, equipment, weapon, whatever, is about to break. So once I'm done looting, I'll show you what that looks like. It's my weapon, 20 out of 70. So there's actually one of those like points coming up that I can return to Bree, and I'll be switching. But I also got 2 new staves, which are better. So I'll go with this one. And now I don't have to worry about that. That's it for this one, and see you in part 3. Bye.